Welcome back, y'all. Sorry it's been delayed for the Jonnyizz show. It's been kind of busy lately. So today we're going to do a completely different thing. We're not going to talk about how to polish shoes, how to sharpen a knife, pick a knife, whatever. We're actually going to go a completely different angle at something. What we're going to talk about is people at work. Specifically, you going to a restaurant, a home improvement store, talking to people who you assume don't have degrees or who have degrees. Talking for those of you when you go to your bachelor and bachelor parties, the strippers, the cam models, the hookers, so on and so forth. What we're going to talk about is not just assuming they're stupid, they're a piece of meat. I mean, good example. You come to my work. I'm a smart guy. Alright, you can see I have a degree insignia behind me. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to stuff, especially when it comes to mechanical properties, because that's what my degree is in, mechanical engineering. I literally am assumed to be stupid because I choose sometimes not to use big fancy words. I choose a lot of times to keep it straight, simple, and to the goddamn point. Like that, I curse. I'm not afraid. It's a word. For Christ's sakes, people, get over the word. I mean, it's not like you're watching somebody smack an animal or something like that. It's not this big, huge fiasco. It's a word. But, good example, I have people come in, they want help. You go up to someone at their work, you talk to them like they're an idiot, like they're stupid, like they don't know stuff and you're better than them. Right there, you're proving that you're the illiterate one, you're the least educated one, you're the one without the frickin' manners. Because that is definitely a huge thing. You go up to someone, you talk to them, alright, you ask them for help, and when you ask them for help, don't just brush them off when they say, for example, in the region I'm in, and you want to know stuff about insulation, and your question is for the attic, and I tell you code dictates this, just because you think, oh, I know better, doesn't mean you're wrong, right. Codes are there for a reason. Alright, and you're asking me for my help, my opinion, or something, you know, don't just take it as concrete, but double check, look it up. There's this great invention called the internet that you're all on. I mean, come on. It really, I mean, there's books, there's the internet, there's professionals. Hell, I could probably look up a phone number, call up an official, and ask them to tell me the codes for X, Y, Z, and AA. And I probably get all the information and then some. But you come in, you assume I'm stupid. Right away, you're gonna feel embarrassed because I've had people who want my help and then try and find something. Well, just because you have an idea of one thing doesn't necessarily there's multiple ways to fix the problem or accomplish the same goal. Literally, you have to be open to other ideas. You have to be able to work with the other person and do it right. Otherwise, you're not gonna get anywhere. So, moving on from that, when you go to a restaurant, people, alright, the waitresses, the servers, the chefs, the bartenders, all of them are hard-working people, just like me, just like you, just like everybody else in this freaking world. None of them have been privileged or have been given anything. The ones who have are some of the nicest people I've met. Some of them are some of the most ignorant, cockiest people I've also met, and vice versa on not being privileged. But literally, don't just start degrading them. Don't go off thinking you have the right to treat people because you are paying. Just because you are the customer doesn't necessarily mean you're always right. It doesn't mean that when you go to a bar and someone in the accident give you the wrong drink, being polite, being kind, and having a little laugh and saying something nice, you're probably about 10 times to go further than you go up to someone and say, you gave me the wrong damn drink, or my food's cold. You work the ladder, you put a little kindness into it, you treat people with respect, you treat them with dignity, you would be amazed in how much they're willing to go the extra step for you. And I mean, literally, you get them to work with you, you can actually get a lot more done. You can get all the information you need. Plus, now that you have actually met someone that you treated with respect and you were kind to and all this, you're actually going to get everything you want and then some, and be happy at the end. And you know what? It makes our job sometimes easier. Now, just because somebody is a cam model, a stripper, a hooker, or person of the night, doesn't necessarily mean they're bad people. Doesn't necessarily mean that, they find something that they're illiterate, they're uneducated, this, that. They could be doing stuff like that because they really enjoy a job like that. People do jobs that they find and they enjoy. It's not because they're stupid. It's not because of this or that. It's not even because, whatever. But, just because they're doing that doesn't give you the right to treat them like they're a piece of meat. It doesn't give you the right to treat them any differently than you want someone else to treat you. I mean, just because they have these jobs doesn't necessarily mean this is what they're going to do forever. Some of them may want to, some of them may not. Some of them may actually be very profitable at it and may be very business smart from it too. Now, just because people don't have degrees doesn't make them any less smart than you, me, or anybody else. For example, my dad is really smart. He's a high school dropout, doesn't have his GE, doesn't have a diploma, doesn't have an AA, nothing. Alright? And, he's one of the smartest guys I've ever met. He's hardworking. He knows his stuff. I mean, when it comes to there have been times when I need his help on something, and he looks at it a different way. Yes, me and him can be very similar for those of us who know us. But we're both very different at the same time. Alright, just because I'm younger and I have a degree doesn't necessarily mean I'm better than him. I just have a different life experience. I have something different than him. It's just one thing to set us differently from one another. I mean, literally, you can have a degree and be very intelligent. There are people who've made Fortune 500 companies and multi-million-dollar companies because they were a college dropout, a high school dropout. Good example, Albert Einstein dropped out at the 3rd grade because he couldn't deal with the mathematics, to later on becoming one of the greatest to figure out that energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. I mean, come on. Alright? I mean, there's so many different people out there. I mean, just because someone has a degree doesn't necessarily mean they're smart either. Just because someone doesn't have a degree doesn't mean they're stupid. It's all in perspective. It's all about judging the person, not the money in their pocket, not the degree, not this, not that, not everything else. It doesn't matter. Judge the actual person, not anything that they hold to themselves, a religion, a clothing article, whatever. It's the person. I mean, you go to someone's work, talk to them, respect them, be polite to them. You'd be much happier with your results. And for those of you who don't want to listen, hey, fine. I'm fine with that. Turn me off. Don't bother. I don't care. It's all perspective. It's all, but in today's world, I think we need someone to smack a little light into us and smack us in the face and wake us up. We're not all privileged. We all got to earn for a living. Just as the songs go, working for a living, that started this off. Doesn't matter if you're a grease monkey, junkie, lady of the night, whatever. We all gotta work for that money. So I'm gonna sign us off. Y'all have a great time. I'll hopefully have another one up soon. Subscribe, like, share, comment down below. Pass it on. Definitely this one y'all should hopefully get a lot more hits up. I appreciate the growth throughout all the videos. Hope y'all enjoy it. Have a great day. Have a great time. And also a happy early Cinco de Mayo to y'all. See you next time. Enjoy the show. Jonnyizz signing out.
First for bartender, ladies of the night. Grease monkey, ex-junkie, winner of the fight. Walking on the streets, it's really all the same.